Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brady Bunch here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking every single movie I saw in 2019 from worst to best. I saw 13 movies this year, not that many, but whatever. So keep in mind, this is just my opinion, so if you disagree, just whatever, I don't care. Anyway, starting off our list with the number 13 spot, this is going to be Frozen 2. I didn't necessarily not like this movie. I just thought it was okay. I thought it was mediocre. It was better than the first one for sure. But I just felt like every single 5 minutes was just a musical number. And I'm not like a huge fan of musicals. I'm not like the biggest fan of them. So yeah. Anyway, this movie I just felt like it kind of dragged on for me. I felt like it just kind of left out Kristoff, like pretty much the entire half of the movie. There was just a big chunk that Kristoff just wasn't in. I don't know. Just felt like the movie just kind of dragged for me, and I just thought it was okay. Alright, moving on to number 12, we have the Lego Movie 2. This movie's good. It's just not nearly as good as the first one. I felt like it was just kind of predictable or something, like what was gonna happen next. I don't know. I just thought the movie kind of just had too many twists. It just had one twist, then another twist, then another twist. Kind of got expecting after a while, and I don't know, just felt like, yeah, it was just very predictable what was gonna happen next. Alright, so moving on to my number 11 spot, we have probably an unpopular opinion, but this is gonna be Spider-Man: Far From Home. Yeah, I feel like this is just too comedic for me. This was the funniest movie out of the MCU for sure, but I feel like it was too funny. People walked in on Spider-Man changing at least 3 times. I don't know, it was just a bit weird. And that scene on the bus with the glasses was really stupid too. So there's just a few scenes that just really just annoy me. And that's why it's at number 11. At my number 10 spot, we have Good Boys. This movie is hilarious, obviously. The actors did amazing. And the only thing I didn't really like was the ending. I felt like it didn't really satisfy me with the conclusion, which is the only reason why it's at number 10. But the rest of the movie is great. I think it's a hilarious journey between these 3 kids. And I don't know. It's just funny. Alright, moving on to number 9, we have Us. This might be a controversial spot because a lot of people actually have this, really high up on the list. But for me, the ending was great. It just left a few really a lot of noticeable plot holes, I feel like, that just couldn't go past me, and I don't know, it didn't really make sense. So, there's that. Alright, moving on to number 8. This is It Chapter 2. This was a fair enough movie, as you saw in my ranking all the It movies. If you saw them, go check it out on my channel. This movie just dragged. It's nearly Endgame, 3 hours long. That's pretty crazy. It's just the whole middle of the movie where each of the losers have to find their tokens. That is kind of where it started dragging, because it's just kind of the same thing over and over and over again. And so I don't know. But the beginning of the movie is great when they all meet up. And also the CGI just didn't look great. However, the cast and acting performances were fantastic. And I'm gonna inevitably cry when Bill Hader does not get nominated for an Oscar, because his performance was fantastic as Richie. So that's It Chapter 2. Moving on to number 7, we have Toy Story 4. This movie was good. It was really good. I just felt like it should have been called Woody. This movie would have been better and appropriately named Woody. So, it only really focuses on Woody and Bo Peep. It kind of just leaves out Buzz and the rest of the group. Jesse, Rex, Slinky, and Potato Head. If you want them in this movie, you're not gonna get them. They're in total maybe 15 minutes of screen time in the whole movie. The ending was great. I think it ended off perfectly. But I just felt like the other characters just completely just forgotten. And I didn't like that at all. So moving on to number 6, we have Child's Play. I think from here on out, I really do like every single movie. It's just a matter of which ones I like more than this. However, I don't think this movie should have been made. Or at least called Child's Play, because I felt like this was kind of a cash grab. I just don't think it should have been named Child's Play. I don't think this movie should have been made. The look of Chucky is just completely weird, and I don't like it. But other than that, I think the child actors do a great job. The movie is kind of scary at times. Not really though. It's a creepy movie though. Like, there's some like scenes that are kind of unsettling. But I like that too because it's supposed to be scary. So that's number 6 of Child's Play. Moving on to number 5, we have Jumanji. I don't know what the subtitle is. I forgot. Is it like The Next Level or something? This movie is hilarious. And really, there isn't really anything wrong with it. It's just I like the next 4 movies just way better. It's a hilarious movie. Kevin Hart, they all do a great job. Kevin Hart, when he plays Milo, is just the funniest thing in the world. Same with Grandpa Eddie as Gravestone. Like, it's just hilarious. I loved it. I thought it was great. I know a lot of people said it was pretty good, but I think it was a really good movie. Alright, moving on to my number 4. This is Knives Out. This movie, I was really anticipating it for, and it definitely paid off. It was a great movie. The murder mystery was just great, and it was just funny too. It was kind of a funny movie throughout. I thought the main girl, the maid, I can't remember her name. I thought she did a great job. Chris Evans was also really good. They also had what's her name? Not Laurie Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis and the mix. All the actors did a great job. I honestly did not think that the grandpa, I don't remember his name. The grandpa who died, I didn't think he'd be in the movie that much, but he was actually in the movie more than I thought, because there was a lot of like flashbacks. I thought it was just a really good movie, and I loved it. Moving on to number 3, now we're getting to my top 3. These are great movies. I love them all. This is going to be Dr. Sleep. I think this could have been number 2 if the beginning wasn't just so long. Like, I felt like I know why they did it. It was kind of to like establish like what was going on and stuff. But I just felt like they definitely could have cut off like a good 10 minutes maybe. And I just love how they pick off like with Danny and him being like an alcoholic and him like getting better, and then this girl who does an amazing job. This girl, again, don't remember her name. I don't know why. She does a fantastic job as this little girl. I was literally, she was just a great actor. I thought she was great. The villain, I think her name was Lucy the Hat, or I know it started with an L. I can't remember her name though. Rosie the Hat, I think. Yeah, she was just a phenomenal villain. I thought she was great. I think the conclusion was very satisfying. I just feel like it concluded the thing very well. And I don't know if Stephen King liked this movie, so if you actually know if he liked it, comment down, because if he did, then that's gonna be pretty cool, because he did not like The Shining. But yeah, it was a great movie. I thought it was great. It's nearly 2.5 hours long, but yeah. Number 2 is gonna be Endgame. Endgame was just, it's Endgame. Like, what else do I really have to say? It's just a really good movie with all these heroes coming together, saving their friends, and just time travel and Thanos and everything. It was just a great movie. I loved it. I don't really know what else I have to say about Endgame. I mean, it was Endgame. Alright, moving on though to my number 1 spot. This is probably pretty obvious for anyone who knows me. This is gonna be Joker. I mean, do I have to say anything else? Like, this movie was just fantastic. I literally loved every single minute. Joaquin Phoenix was just fantastic as the role of Arthur Fleck. Definitely should deserve an Oscar for that. Just great job for Phoenix. But he literally carried this movie inside and out. I cannot think of one scene. Well, I can think of one scene that he's not in. Only one. But the rest of the movie, for 2 hours, he's literally carrying this movie. And I loved it. It's about, like, if you don't know already, I mean, you should know. Like, this guy who's just beaten down by society. And who eventually becomes the Joker. And it's just such a good movie. I don't know. It was just a great movie. And, if you want me to review it and go into more details, I know it's, like, already almost 2020. But I would love to go into a review, because I never did. I don't really like reviewing movies, because I don't know what to say. It's just, you can literally sum up a movie in 3 seconds, and it's either don't watch this movie or watch this movie. That's literally a review. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Comment down the movies that you saw, and if you saw any, make sure to like and subscribe, even though nobody's gonna watch this. But thank you guys for watching. See you all in 2020. Bye.